Maria is the most powerful storm to hit Puerto Rico in more than 80 years. Tonight, the entire island is in the dark after the storm's wrath knocked out power to millions. The governor of Puerto Rico says it could take months to fix. Blinding rain and 155-mile-per-hour winds tore across the island this morning. The downpours turned streets into rivers, flooded this highway in San Juan, left some cars submerged. Maria made landfall on Puerto Rico's southeast coast as a Category 4 hurricane. The storm ripped roofs off buildings, peeled patio fences off of homes. Parts of the island could see up to 25 inches of rain, raising the threat of mudslides.
There's a lot of flooding, there's a lot of infrastructure damage, but the only thing that should matter right now is that people stay safe, that we can save life, and then we'll start the rebuilding.
More than 3 million people live in Puerto Rico. About 11,000 of them spent last night in hurricane shelters.
I've passed through hurricanes, but this one, it's going to be very hard.
The storm even knocked out 2 of the National Weather Service's radars on the island.
This is the most devastating storm either in a century or quite frankly in modern history.
The Caribbean island of Dominica also took a direct hit from Maria. The storm killed at least 7 people there. Authorities say Maria damaged at least 70% of the buildings there. Tonight, a curfew is in effect on Puerto Rico from dusk until dawn. So far, no deaths have been reported on the U.S. territory. On the Night Beat, I'm Betty Yu.
And here's a look at the eye of the storm tonight. NASA satellites tracking Hurricane Maria from space. And take a look at this. It is absolutely massive. Paul Diano now with a look at where this hurricane's headed next. Paul?
It's still raining in Puerto Rico, where flooding is a major problem. Now moving just to the north of the Dominican Republic. As we zoom in and show you a closer view, that is Punta Cana dealing with the eye wall right now. Look at the huge eye of that storm. The whole north coast of the Dominican Republic is currently under a hurricane warning. It's Category 2 at weekend as it moved over Puerto Rico, but forecast to re-strengthen to a major hurricane, passing dangerously close to the southeastern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos by tomorrow night as a major hurricane. And then this is the bit of good news. All forecast models keep it to the east of the central and northwest Bahamas and also keep it offshore as it moves just due west of Bermuda by Monday. The states that need to keep an eye on it, though, South Carolina all the way up to New Jersey, although landfall in the U.S. is not likely. Third major hurricane to make landfall in the United States or a U.S. territory in just the past 2 weeks.
All right, Paul, we appreciate it. Thank you. Tonight, those who live in Puerto Rico don't have any way to communicate with their friends and family here in the Bay Area. Catherine Ramos and Johnny Saldivia said that they have tried calling their relatives all day long. The phones do not even ring, and they're constantly checking social media for word from their loved ones.
There's not phones in everyone's houses, and a lot of people may not have a cell phone. So it's just been difficult not to be able to talk to anybody.
I'm trying to stay positive because no news doesn't mean bad news.
But both are turning their anxiety into a good cause. They run the Puerto Rican Civic Club of San Jose. They are raising money for victims.